Have you ever found yourself desperately seeking validation from others? Constantly wondering why relationships fail, friendships fade, or why you just can't seem to connect with people the way you want to? The truth is harsh but liberating. No one will truly love you until you understand this fundamental Stoic principle. My name is Bill, and today we're diving deep into an ancient philosophy that could transform your relationships forever. This isn't about tricks or manipulation. It's about something much more powerful. Understanding the true nature of love, acceptance, and your place in the world. If you stay until the end, I promise you'll walk away with a perspective that the ancient Stoics discovered thousands of years ago, one that could change everything about how you approach relationships. Let me tell you about Marcus. Marcus spent years chasing approval. Perfect job, perfect partner, perfect social media presence. He measured his worth through others' eyes. When a relationship ended, it devastated him. When he didn't get enough likes, he questioned his value. His happiness depended entirely on external validation. Sound familiar? Then Marcus discovered Stoicism, not as some academic exercise, but out of desperation. And he encountered this quote from Epictetus. It hit him like a thunderbolt. He'd been living his entire life backward, seeking control over the uncontrollable while neglecting the one thing he actually could control, himself. The transformation wasn't overnight, but within months, something remarkable happened. The relationships Marcus had been desperately chasing started coming to him naturally. But not because he'd become more likable, because he'd become whole. So what's this Stoic principle that changes everything about love and relationships? It's this: the only thing truly in your control is your own mind, your judgments, your values, your responses. Everything else, including whether people love you, is ultimately beyond your control. Point 1. External validation is a trap. The Stoics taught that seeking happiness from external sources, including other people's approval, is like building your house on quicksand. Roman Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, "What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears." What he meant was, life is inherently challenging. If you base your happiness on things outside your control, you're setting yourself up for perpetual disappointment. When you need others to love you to feel complete, you project neediness, which ironically repels others. Compromise your values to please people. Become a chameleon with no true self. Point 2. Self-sufficiency is magnetic. The Stoics understood a paradox. The more self-sufficient you become, the more naturally others are drawn to you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Be like the rocky headland against which the waves constantly break. It stands firm, and around it the seething waters are laid to rest." When you develop inner tranquility regardless of circumstances, clear personal values independent of trends, the ability to find joy within rather than from others, you become a rock in a world of shifting sand. And people naturally gravitate toward that stability. Point 3. True love flows from virtue. For the Stoics, virtue was the only true good, meaning excellence of character. They believed that by developing wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, you become a person worthy of love. Epictetus taught that we should focus on becoming people of character rather than people who are well-liked. When you focus on developing wisdom in your decisions, courage in facing challenges, justice in treating others, temperance in managing desires, you naturally become someone worthy of deep connection, not because you're trying to be loved, but because you're truly lovable. Point 4. The freedom of acceptance. Perhaps the most liberating Stoic teaching is this: you must accept that some people simply won't love you, and that's perfectly okay. Not everyone will resonate with who you are, regardless of your virtues or qualities. The Stoics would say this is neither good nor bad, it simply is. Epictetus wrote, "Remember that you are an actor in a play determined by the author. If he wishes you to play a beggar, play even this role skillfully." When you truly understand and accept this, you're free to be authentically yourself without fear, love others without expectation, release the anxiety of rejection, find peace regardless of others' opinions. This is the ultimate freedom that makes genuine connection possible. Application. So how do we apply these Stoic principles to our modern lives and relationships? First, practice the Stoic exercise of dichotomy of control. Each morning, mentally separate what's in your control from what isn't. In your control, your thoughts, judgments, values, how you respond to others, the love you choose to give. Not in your control, whether someone loves you back, how others perceive you, external validation. Second, develop what the Stoics called amor fati, love of fate. Whatever happens in your relationships, practice seeing it as exactly what needed to happen for your growth. Third, focus on being worthy of love rather than seeking it. Each day, ask yourself, am I living virtuously according to my values? As Seneca advised, be your own spectator. Seek your own applause. Remember Marcus from earlier? Once he began applying these Stoic principles, something remarkable happened. When a relationship ended, instead of being devastated, he could appreciate what it taught him. When someone criticized him, he could consider it objectively rather than feeling attacked. Most importantly, he stopped needing others to complete him, and paradoxically, his relationships became deeper and more authentic than ever before. Not because he became perfect, but because he became whole on his own. Conclusion and call to action. The Stoics understood something profound that modern self-help often misses. True connection comes not from techniques or tricks, but from becoming a person who is complete within themselves. No one will truly love you until you understand that you don't need anyone to love you to be whole. This isn't about becoming cold or detached, quite the opposite. It's about loving freely without the weight of expectation or need. If this video resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. How might your relationships change if you applied these Stoic principles? Don't forget to subscribe for more philosophical wisdom applied to everyday life. Next week, we'll explore how the Stoics handled grief and loss. Outro graphics with subscribe button animation. Remember what Marcus Aurelius wrote. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Choose those thoughts wisely. Until next time.